Welcome back to another episode of All In on Blue. We're grateful to have you here with us. With BYU getting down against Miami and Dayton early in both of those games is a reason for concern. We're going to get into that. I'm David, here with BJ, Taylor, and Keith, and our special guest today, another family member from SEC country.
Big 12 country, really.
And kind of.
Borderline.
I mean, we're close to Kansas.
Brad, good to have you here.
The great state of Missouri.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
BYU basketball. Sorry, David, to interrupt you.
No.
BYU basketball wins a tournament over the weekend against two good teams, goes down early, like you mentioned. What is there reason to be concerned?
What's with just BYU sports in general and wanting to play from behind?
They like to grab the attention of their fans. That's why we're all such good fans.
Yeah.
Because they grab our attention. Are they good enough? Yes, they are. And every week.
It's teaching us life lessons. You can come back from being knocked
Is it that we
down.
like to come from behind, or is it that there's something about BYU, the athletic department, the maturity of players, the resilience of coaches, the skill that allows us to come back and win?
It's the ice cream.
Obviously.
It's the ice cream at the creamery. Dave Portnoy said it best.
I think I'm not as worried about it in basketball for some reason. You see a lot of runs.
Yeah.
It feels a little different than in football to go down early. You know, I think as we get the feel of the game, we just seem to come on so strong. It hasn't really given me a lot of concern yet.
Well, and some of it is we're a young team figuring out how to play with each other, figuring out rotations, figuring out things like that. So I would imagine as we get more comfortable, I mean, we're
that's
7 games into the season.
That's what it feels like. Like when it's time to turn it on, we turn it on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the second half, hey, we can see what you're doing. Now it's time for us to really make it happen. And we've got the guys to make it happen.
How about bouncing back from being down? Kennard Davis Jr. How about that? I mean, I was just so grateful to see him back on the court and playing well.
Really well.
And not letting, we don't know the details of what happened there. And I don't know if it's any of our business personally to know necessarily what happened, but it was just good to see that when he had to go through a tough time, that he was back on the court and had a great game.
Yeah.
He adds a lot to our team.
He
it's
does.
really good to see him back.
I was going to say being back, but we also lost Baker.
That hurt.
Yeah, that was
We knew
looked
how
like it
bad
hurt.
that is.
And he was then in the wheelchair after.
Yeah, at the Dayton game,
it
he
looks
was in
really
the
bad.
wheelchair.
I haven't heard details.
It looked knee, right?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like could have been
When you can't walk on it, it's probably
one of the big knees.
It may be
if it's not season ending, it's probably
close to.
half the season at least.
How do you know so much about bad knees, David?
I don't know that much about him other than I don't have any ligaments left or cartilage or anything else in my left knee. So
Yeah. Yeah, that could be an ugly one.
But not from scoring a lot in basketball. So it's different.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
from
yours are for different reasons.
another.
they were football injuries, but they didn't hold me back in basketball. I can still shoot.
Another thing with BYU basketball that seems to be maybe an issue is there are so many cooks in the kitchen, if that makes any sense. Like, you've got everyone that's trying to make the Thanksgiving feast on occasion, and you kind of have to pick and choose who's making what, right? Because Richie last year did it all, and AJ is expected to be maybe top 2, top 1 pick in the draft. He can do it all. Rob Wright came from Baylor. He did it all. So a lot of it seems that each game there's different, like the Dayton game. AJ was getting double teamed. They were playing him really well, and AJ was getting double teamed. That's what caused a little bit of our confusion early on. But once AJ realized, I don't need to be taking contested shots over 2 guys, and he started skipping with some amazing passes to
He had
Richie and
some
Rob.
great passes.
Yeah. And so I think that could play into a little bit too. Is that
I think that is a big part. Once we start playing that team ball versus the solo ball or whatever you'd call that, then we start to take off.
I worry a little bit about Rob Wright.
I don't.
Trying to do a little,
He's good.
trying to do a little bit more. I mean, he's so great at dishing. He's so great at penetrating, and he's great under the basket, at finishing generally. But sometimes he tries to do just a little bit too much, and maybe they all do. But you got to remember, I mean, when you've got AJ, Rob Wright, and
Richie
Saunders, I mean, we've got probably the best top 3 offensive players anyway in the country. And that's why we saw, I think in the Dayton game, Richie Saunders really have maybe his best game ever.
Well, and they were combined for like 68 points or something like that.
They make each other so much better when they figure out, because it's game to game.
Yeah.
And teams are going to throw a different game plan at you every game. So once they figure that game plan out, it really was, Richie was just knocking down shots left and right. And yeah, he did enough with the ball when he had to, but AJ and Rob figured out, okay, this is how they're playing us. Richie's hot, hit him. And Richie's figured out how to win that way too. So it's just back and forth of who's it going to be night in, night out, because you want AJ to have the freedom to go make the Kevin Durant shots over people too. Where it's hero ball, but if they're going in over and over and over, that's also that's something you don't want to miss out on.
I see Richie's gone from tater tot, the whole potato, man. I'm telling you.
Hot potato.
Hot potato,
huh?
A new thing for the show here.
I don't worry about Rob Wright. I feel like Rob Wright, as much as there's some turnovers, he handles the ball all the time. There's going to be turnovers. I think he's making great decisions. There's probably still some learning about his teammates. I more worry about our team figuring out how to play with AJ, because AJ, he does need the ball and some time
a little bit
setting
of
ISO. His ISO to set up his turnaround. And it kind of changes how we play. And I think as we figure that out, because AJ, when he does that, is so good, and we need to figure out how to keep moving and keep playing when he's doing that.
I think
he's unstoppable.
All of us, like AJ, but the rest of the team also, could work on figuring out how to move a little bit better off ball and play off of each other's strengths a little bit more.
It's really hard though, because AJ, you almost miss out on his skill set if
When
there's
he's playing
too much
off ball.
going on.
Yeah.
Like when AJ, sometimes, not always, and I'm a big team basketball person, especially when the team ball will elevate the skill set of everybody else. It'll get you open layups. It'll get you open threes, right? But AJ is so good, and his skill level shows off the most when he has some time and nobody in his way. And so there's kind of a balance. I'm sure Kevin Young's trying to figure it out, as he's done in the NBA. We don't need to question Kevin Young. He's going to figure it out. But what do you guys think about that? Is there any sort of that?
Yeah, I mean, in the
needs to
NBA,
happen?
like, for example, when the playoffs hits, ISO ball goes up because they do realize, like, okay, we just need to get into our best players' hands.
And let him go score.
Defenses are more intense and things like that. And I think we saw that, like, at the end of that Dayton game. Like, they would get it to AJ. If he was double teamed, he would make the right pass. But there was a couple times where he was not, and he went to work and made the shot that he needed to make. So I do think, I mean, you do want him to be
You
AJ.
want him to have that freedom.
Yes.
Go be the AJ that's the
Yes.
number one recruit that's going to get drafted number one. I mean, yes, they're going to draft him for being a good teammate, but they're not drafting him because of that.
Well, one thing to
They're
remember
better teammates.
is, I think, think about last year, right? Last year we had high hopes, but we were losing a lot of these games. And I think that's another thing that Kevin Young seems to do, is he's figuring all this out with his team. And I don't think, as much as it's nice that we're winning some of these games, I don't think he's really worried. It's, again, different than football, where a 1 or 2 losses takes you out of the playoffs. As long as he makes, a good run second half of the season, that's really where we want to be. And so we have time to figure this out with basketball for sure.
But assuming
Dude, we don't want to miss out on not having Terry's chocolates banner.
Yeah.
That was that deal.
especially with Christmas
That's in the
coming up,
sponsor,
and the chocolate orange.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is them,
That's
huh?
Terry's.
That's
Yeah,
Terry's.
chocolates,
I
yeah.
love those guys,
Yeah.
man.
They make some
Show?
good
Are they
chocolates,
sponsoring of the
but
show here?
They probably
they were the sponsor of the tournament.
Maybe they
Yeah.
should sponsor.
Yeah, they probably will be soon. Brad, that's your
After all
job.
this,
Reach
I'll
out to
call.
Terry. Your father-in-law's name's Terry.
That's
Hey.
Maybe it's him.
It's his company. He's leaving me out of it.
Out of the
Yeah.
well.
Oh, well, hopefully not that far yet. But no, AJ, it feels like he can, though, flip the switch. Like he is
Yes.
like, he's got that Jordan-esque ability to say, I'm going to take over the game when it matters most. He's clutch.
You can almost see AJ.
Hold on. I think we need to give, for that comment, comparing AJ to Michael
been
Jordan.
waiting for this.
He's been excited for this.
Oh,
We
you're
have him on the
natural.
tightest setting.
You're a natural.
My
You
head
gotta
is
keep
a
him
little
on.
big.
You got to cover the nose, man.
Oh,
There,
you go,
we
there
go.
you go.
how do you breathe? You got to breathe through the mouth.
Mouth breather.
Focus.
And you have to keep those on. We have a rule. You have to keep those on for the next 5 minutes.
It's hard to not breathe through your nose.
Brad's been waiting
Really
for
have to
this.
keep 'em on for
He's
five
licking
minutes.
his chops for this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've all
It's
done
a hard,
it.
It's a hard rule. 5 minutes.
Yeah, we've all done it.
I'm starting to get claustrophobic.
Yeah, take him off. Take him off. Take him off. Take him off.
Didn't mess up my hair though.
It almost
Okay.
seems.
Yeah, sorry, the point about Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it almost seems like it's a little bit touchy with AJ. We have to figure. He's like a fine-tuned machine. We just have to know what, because he wants to be a good teammate, and you can see that in him at times where he's not trying to steal a show. But then at the same time, when he steals the show and makes the shots he makes, you're like, why do we do that every time?
Well, and sometimes it almost
That's
feels
how I
like
feel.
he's too willing
To be a good teammate.
take a back seat, which is a hard thing because of his play style. He can't really take a back seat and still be effective until he learns a little bit to play off the ball and make maybe some more cuts or something.
But he does draw so much attention though.
He does draw a lot of attention, but I mean, if he doesn't have the ball in his hand and he's standing over on the corner three and he's not as much of a 3-point threat yet, I mean, he'll get there eventually. But I do think it's almost maybe sometimes a weakness of his is that he's so willing to have the ball be in Richie's hand or in Rob Wright's hand when that just effectively takes him out of the game because he just can't play without the ball in his hand.
Yeah, and
But give it time.
Yeah,
Give it time.
I think it'll come.
I don't
And
think
Rob
there's any
Wright's so
question.
good with that ball in his hands that it's hard not to.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can
I mean-
tell the team trusts Rob Wright. Like when
Yeah.
Rob's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
shut down, everyone's trying to get the ball to Rob, and then they're like, "Oh crap, what do we do?" You know, he's getting denied, and they're like,
Right.
"Oh, okay, like someone can do this." You know,
And the press, he's pretty good at getting out of the press. Like it's hard to stop him.
Well, but I do think we struggled in the press.
We did.
a little
bit
bit.
there.
That's true.
I don't know what the issues are. You know, maybe it's passing through it versus the dribbling, but we had a couple turnovers there against Dayton. Scared me a little bit.
Yeah, I think we need to be better at passing through the press instead of trying to just force our way through it. But we'll see. I mean, we're a young team, and if anybody can get us on the right track, not that we're even on the wrong track. I mean, we're having a great season, but Kevin Young is going to be good at fine-tuning these little aspects of our game that need to be.
Assuming we've lost Baker for the season, how does that affect us not having him coming off the bench?
It's pretty big. I mean, what did we say? That there was like almost no points off the bench?
Yeah,
Zero bench
It was
points
very, yeah.
Yeah.
against Dayton.
We've got some shooters though. I
We-
think we
There's
got some
plenty of
guys that
scoring
can-
ability on the bench still.
I feel weird about our bench. Like sometimes I feel like, oh, we have a deep bench. And there's sometimes I feel like we have nobody that can come off and make their own shot on the bench. Like it's kind of, I don't know.
Here's what I think about Baker. It felt like to me, he was always that guy that when we were having a rough shooting night, he would come in and he was hitting. And it didn't matter.
He's like
Right
our
when we-
sixth man.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was just
Oh, yeah.
kind of like, you know, it would bring up
He
the
could
whole
bring a
team
spark.
and everyone
Yeah.
else kind of fed off of that. And
It's
I
like-
think that's what we're going to miss.
Like we're talking about him at his funeral.
We're gonna-
He was just always that guy. That he'd just pick you up when you were down.
It's like that remember the Titans part. You remember that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm not dead, coach.
But Dawson seemed to be in good spirits. He's in his wheelchair. He's still with us.
Okay.
He's still with us.
in his wheelchair.
You guys aren't giving some announcement here.
But
I do think Murs could step up into that role, though.
yeah, and
He seems to
Diamande.
be- Yeah.
But granted, our bench.
We got a number of guys. I mean, what about
Oh, yeah.
Kozlowski? When's he's going to step in? He could.
Yeah, what's
Our-
going on with
I haven't seen him. I mean,
I don't know.
We have a lot of guys that just haven't had the ball in their hands
Yeah.
a whole
Well,
lot.
and
that
our-
could step up.
Our bench, only 9 guys played in this last game. Our bench only took 3 shots, and they were all threes. So each 3 guys from our bench missed a 3. So it's not like, I mean, they're
It's
just
not like they were, yeah.
And it was Richie. Richie was fire all night, and Rob and AJ, they did their damage, right? So
Kostick's a great shooter too.
yeah,
I could see him coming in and kind of filling that role of the Baker, filling in for Baker. But we haven't seen him much. We saw him early on. I haven't seen Kostick come in.
there's a lot of.
He came in, maybe took a shot at Miami. Came in for a minute or so, but
He made 2 big threes, late in one of the games. Just came in cold and made 2 big
Nebraska,
threes.
wasn't it?
Wisconsin.
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 Wisconsin. Yeah.
BJ, before we started recording, you mentioned you had a friend that had concerns, thinking maybe AJ wasn't
A top three guy. Yeah.
And I was thinking about that, and you look at that Dayton game where, here he's clearly taken out of his element a little bit, right? He was getting double teamed, and he was figuring out how to pass, and and Richie was making shots, and it was great, right? And he saw that. But I was looking at his stats, and he was 7 for 12.
Yeah.
Right. So I kind of feel like almost quite the opposite is maybe he knows that he doesn't have to be the guy, which I think elevates your game. When you know that you can still rely on teammates and make the smart play, I think that's even a better.
Well, and to be honest, I think the things that he struggled with in that game are the things that the NBA is okay with you struggling with in college, like handling pressure. And he kind of sometimes has a little bit of a high, loose dribble that can get away from him. And sometimes his defensive switching is a little bit behind or things like that. But that's such coachable stuff that I don't know. Like the NBA, to me, out of every league, goes the most off of like your potential.
And almost body type, athleticism.
Yes.
Well, that's true, but we want him to be great this year at BYU.
I feel like BJ could coach. I feel like BJ could coach him up a little bit, like if you were given a chance.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if Kevin Young listens to this show, but
I know
he does. Yeah.
maybe he should bring you on the staff there. They have pretty professional, but not quite there yet.
I would agree though, BJ. AJ,
Yeah, I think you're right on.
Basketball all the time. There is no way that if we don't teach this guy how to shoot, that he won't be the best player ever.
Right.
Or like, there's always those things in the NBA draft where you're like, wait a minute.
Like his
That
3
player
point, he's not
averaged-
the best 3-point shooter, but like
He
that will
averaged
come.
10 points in college and he's getting drafted in the first round of the NBA draft or even higher. Like you'll see all the time, like, oh, I see so much potential in this guy. And I wouldn't say I'm a NBA scout expert or anything, but I have friends that are, and they're always like,
Thank
this
you.
guy looks really, friends.
You are that player.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, even
But look at
like you.
Yegor Demon.
Yeah.
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 And he's an example of
It's
that.
actually pronounced Joman now. Did you hear?
No,
did you
Did you
guys
not hear
see-
about that?
he changed it? No, I haven't heard that.
Now-
No, he gets to the Nets and he goes,
We've been saying it
he
wrong.
gets to the Nets and he tells the Nets announcer, oh yeah, it's actually pronounced Joman. And we're like, all the BYU fans are like, we're never gonna. We would have said it exactly how you want
I
it.
think we asked him,
Yeah, we asked him, and he said, "Oh, it's Demon."
but
And then since he's been asked by BYU people, so what do you think about why?
Maybe it's to kind of blend with the Jokic and
Oh yeah,
now there's
gotta be a little more
that
foreign.
shot of him walking in the hallway. And did he have a Book of Mormon?
yeah.
He really did.
A Russian.
He really
It
did.
seemed like
Oh,
it.
okay.
We talked about it on a previous
Oh,
podcast.
right.
Yeah,
I
he's.
didn't remember to tune in.
There's a good
That's
chance he
embarrassing.
actually DM'd us
Take
with
off
an
my
invite to his
goggles.
baptism.
Oh.
So maybe we'll have to go after we go to Texas Tech or to the Big 12 championship game.
Let's head to New York.
Yeah, let's just boogie on over.
I guess
to New York.
Jersey.
Did you guys talk about Foose getting baptized?
No,
He got baptized. Yeah.
I actually heard that, but we didn't talk about it on the show.
Oh, well.
Fus Traore. Well, now you know. He forgot to invite us to his, dang it. In France, right?
I don't know where it was, but I think it wasn't it Brian Santiago that said something about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, awesome.
A lot of good stuff happened in BYU sports, and I think it's been a great episode, guys.
Yes, it has.
And we appreciate you for watching. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. We love your comments, and we try to reply to every comment. So you comment, you be a part of the show. We appreciate you, and that's a wrap, I think. For
Hold on, I'm gonna say one thing.
yes,
We're figuring out basketball. I mean, it's a newer thing for us. So if you have something that you want to hear specifically us talk about in basketball or a segment or anything like that, please leave your thoughts and comments. We're trying to get better at this every week. And so as we are switching soon from football fully into basketball, we want to know what you guys want to hear about.
Comment on our YouTube videos, Instagram, Twitter. All in on blue is our handle on socials. We'd love
TikTok,
to hear
whatever
from
it
you.
is.
Yeah.
And if you've got a picture of the BYU bug, if I can put a pitch in there, the BYU bug, it goes to, well, it's gone to one game this year. If anybody wants to donate, we'll start a GoFundMe and we'll get it to the Big 12
every
champ.
game.
Yeah, we will.
Hey, these nephews, remember, you guys remember going, wait,
I
You
was
were on a mission.
invited.
I was there. I was there. The
So
San Diego
Poinsettia Bowl.
State,
Yeah.
Holiday Bowl. No.
it was
The Poinsettia Bowl.
Wyoming.
Josh
is who we were
Allen.
playing.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
We took all the nephews all the way to
Well,
from
not all
Boise,
the nephews.
except for the most important one.
Oh.
But I
Okay.
remember even Taylor driving. He was 16 years old at the time.
Yeah, and I didn't get pulled over, but Brad did.
Well, they gave us a ticket with the BYU bug on the trailer.
Bigots.
All right, we're not switching over to basketball just yet exclusively.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
And so you want to make sure that you tune in for our next episode, because we are going to talk about the next rematch with Texas Tech. It'll be exciting. So please tune in next episode as well, and we'll see you there. All in on blue. Thanks for watching.
And so am I. So are you.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
So am I. So are you.